What is going on YouTube? It's Kuma1921 here. I'm just chilling out, and before I decided to unsleeve my prophecy deck in favor of dragons, because I mean, despite this deck being really good and having a really good game one against dragons, I really just want to play dragons. I mean, hello, like me, dragons obviously mesh well together, and gotta practice that mirror match. But yeah, I just want to show you the prophecy deck I've been running for a while. So yeah, I think I'm gonna actually end up putting all the core stuff on eBay. Not the actual whole deck that I'm showing you as a whole, but just like all the main stuff, the priestesses, the mages, all the good stuff, pretty much. So yeah, like I said, this deck has been running really well for me. I've been testing it online and in real life, it's been doing pretty well. Just made some tweaks to it recently. Yeah, enough with the ums. Let's jump right to the deck profile. Excuse me, excuse me with the one-handed thing. I lost my flip camera a while ago. I think I mentioned that in another video, but it sucks. I don't know what the heck I did with it, but in the midst of moving around and stuff, I just lost it. So yeah, I gotta invest in another one. So you guys liking, commenting, subscribing to my videos, that'll help me get some funds to do that. But anyway, like I said, jump right to the profile. Obviously, 3 High Priestesses of Prophecy, and I'll go match with it. 2 Justice of Prophecy. Play 3 Mage, 2 Veiler, and I was playing 1, but because I'm playing Star Halls, like I need to, just in case they do get MST or Heavy Storm, like this Veiler's always good to end up being on the search. And I play 1 Maxi. To compensate for those bad hands you do get sometimes, or those slow hands, and playing against Mermail and Dragon stuff that actually ends up speeding it up. And my 2 anti cards, I'm playing 1 Jogging and 1 Kaiku. Kaiku is really solid, especially against dragons, where they get to a point where they have like 1 card in hand, and like most of their grave is filled with dragons that they would normally be able to bring back. Same with Jogging, and they're kind of pretty much tight in a sense, because it's kind of hard to get over these 2 cards, especially like I said, when they get to the point where they go dumping, for all the dragon effects, and they don't have breakthrough skills set or in the graveyard, then it's kind of hard for them to win. But especially with these 2 cards on the field at the same time, it's a really solid lockdown. And if you have Star Hall with counters, they get really big, and it's kind of hard to beat, especially when this deck obviously gets going. But that's it for the monsters. I think that's 13 monsters. Spells, obviously there's a million of them. Play 3 Spellbook of Judgment. Cards broken. The reason why the deck is tier 1 now. 3 Master. Playing the 3rd Master because I found a lot of times, honestly, it's a lot easier to fluctuate. Well, I'm not playing Upstart Goblin. That's one thing. I'm not playing that anymore. I can't really explain why I'm not playing it, but I just think it works. Like I'm playing like 21 spellbooks now, so just the fact of the matter, like a lot of my first turns I'll be able to special summon Priestess a lot more often. I'll be able to reveal for Masters a lot more often. I'll be able to get the 3 spellbook requirement or spell requirement that I need for Judgment a lot more often. So and it just helps me. It makes it a little easier for me specifically because sometimes I mess up on my returning Master back to the deck with Tower stuff like that. So I just think 3 is good in general. I've been liking it. Sorry if my explanation is not up to par, but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. 3 Secrets, 2 Towers, 2 Fates, 2 Star Hall. This card, the most I've ever gotten into today, I needed 3 dice. Like, I was thinking in the back of my head before I went to the local yesterday, but I was like, damn, am I going to have enough dice? But when I was thinking about it, I was like, I think I will. But I ended up having 1 Star Hall at 14 counters, and that's just, like, insane. Like, one was at 14, the other was, like, at 7. So just by itself, 2,100 boost to all my spellcasters on the field. Like, that's insane. And then when it gets destroyed, you get to add any spellcaster monster to your hand whose level equal to or less than the number of counters that was on it when it was destroyed. So definitely a great addition to the deck. It's a TCG exclusive if you guys don't know. So if you're looking at the OCG builds and wondering why they don't play it, that's why. The mirror match is insane because it's any spellbook with any spellbook cards activated. Sorry if it's blurry, but so yeah. So even in the mirror match, you go Judgment Day on their phase. That's 1 counter on their draw phase, and then that's 1 counter. And then they go activate secrets and all their other cards. They have to can't really stop. I mean, it depends on the state of the game, but card can get really pretty big. On Dueling Network, I've seen counters as big as like 2,400 and like 1,500. So it's just about $4,000 just in like plus off of these to like a mage and a Jogging, and like you can have Jogging attack mode in because it only does attack attack points, so that's pretty insane. And also another big thing with this, a lot of people don't realize yet, is with Tempest Magician, you can activate the effect and take all the counters off and burn your opponent for game. If you have at least 16 counters between these two, or if you play 3, that's game. 16 times 500 that you would take is 8,000. So then I play 2 power and 2 wisdom, the searchable lance. The 1 ofs, 1 life, and 1 eternity. And that's it for the spell book. That's 21 spell books. And I'm playing 1 Book of Moon and 1 Heavy Storm. Or the Heavy Storm and the Book of Moon. So yeah, I think it's like 23 spells. Traps, I'm playing Solemns. Solemns are still pretty good to help you out. Stop like a Draco Sack on the initial summon. Just helps for the protection. Like Solemn Judgment, clutch at times if you could draw it before they eradicated you. Something like that. Or that, and Heavy Storm sometimes hurts, and like you can like stop like a Heavy Storm if you need to. I mean, I tell you, man, it doesn't. It all depends on the situation. Lately, a couple of games I've been playing, Heavy Storm's been killing me. But obviously, double Solemn can't go wrong with those. And I played double Bottomless and 1 Wabaku, and that's a total of 41 cards total. Total of 41. So that's funny. Side deck. Actually, I did extra deck first. Extra deck, a lot of this stuff you don't even use. Like honestly, I don't even think the card I've been using the most is Gachi, and like that's just about it, honestly. But yeah, so I play 1 Dweller, Phoenix, Gachi, Big Eye, Shining Elf, Shine Elf. My bad, Shining Elf. I said it right first time. That's another card I didn't go into it yesterday, but that's another card, especially because it's a spellcaster. The 1600. So that's really relevant in getting over Ophion. Like if you summon a mage and you get life somehow, you have another mage engraved and another spellcaster, you can life. Well, I'd say that back. Rewind what I said because it won't be level 2 anymore. But regardless, that's one of the main plays you can do to get over Ophion with power. And you block out any of their cards they have as long as you have wisdom. Any of their traps when you go to attack and get over it for that 50. That's the same thing that's relevant with Justice too, or Kaiku. 2800 with power, and with Starhall it makes it even bigger, so it works out. And actually, was another relevant thing just to mention this: 1 counter on Starhall for a mage, Magician of Prophecy would be at 600. So if you get a power play, a spellbook, a power play, and a master play, that also puts mage at 26 too. So that's a lot of relevant things getting over Ophion. 1 Zip Mains, 1 Catastor, Ancient Sacred Werven, Arcanine Magician, Armory Arm, Crimson Blader, like the MVP Synchro, definitely of this format. Cards that say you connect with one of these against Mermail, or sometimes against Prophecy, but the main hurts are on Mermail and obviously Dragons. If you can connect with one of these against Dragons, they really can't do anything on the next turn except for hopefully get a Blaster play to get rid of it, or Dark Hole if they main deck it. There's really minimal things you can do to it, so it's kind of tough if you, like I say, get one of these connected on you. So 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust, 1 Librarian. Actually went to Librarian. Unfortunately, I lost to Evil Swarm in top 4. Game 1 and 3 were slow for me, and like he had like Mind Crushing Veiler on the 2 separate occasions to stop me. But when I played the Evil Swarm guy in Swiss, game 2, game 1 I won, and then game 2, like I really super locked him down with Rivalry, and I opened up with a weird hand. It was like a decent hand. It was like Judgment, Jowgen. Tower, Judgment Tower, MST, and like Starhall and Rivalry, and Priestess. If that's 6 cards, yeah. So I go activate Judgment. He says it's fine. MST is back row, so there's 1 counter. I activate Starhall, that's 2, and then I want to say I activated a 3rd, or I think I already mentioned my 6, whatever. Then I ended up setting the Rivalry, and he had a back row in what's the card? Ophion. So I go summon Jowgen, activate effect, discard my only card in hand, which is High Priestess, kill it, attack for 200, and then I got to search in the end phase. And then when he drew for his turn, he went into Karikian, then got removed, then he got Caster, and then extra summoned with the Caster and got all the 1950 Heliotrope. And then he went to go to his battle phase and declared an attack, and I flipped Rivalry, and he was like, -2 and lost momentum from there. So, and I ended up, the main thing I'm talking about is I ended up actually bringing this out too. They're all spellcasters, so definitely actually like that if you're playing Prophecy. Anyway, Tempest Magician, and let's run through the side deck real quick because this video is longer than what it should be. You guys know me, I like to talk a lot, whether I'm babbling or not. But I play second Kaiku, second Maxi, two Puppet Plant for the mirror matching for like Samurai and stuff. Two Tsukiyomi against Samurai, like Notoria Beast, which really hurts. Shien, and even Great Shogun. Great Shogun actually is that funny because you go actually one spell. Anyway, that and obviously against Ophion. Two Dimensional Fissure, three Mystical Space Typhoon. Don't need any for the main deck. Two Rivalry, really solid against dragons. They can only go into Gaia. They can't go into Draco Sack. They got these on the board, so kind of locked down with that. And last two cards, Soul Drain. So yeah, that's my deck profile for this. I'll be having my Dragon Ruler deck profile up soon. So like, comment, subscribe to this video, and like and comment on this video if you like my deck, didn't like my deck, and you know, I can take suggestions. It's all good. Like I said, what's coming up? Got a regional over in Maryland this weekend. Might have some guest appearances from people like Frazier and well, I think Frazier's definitely going, and Joe Bogley. So try to get some videos and duels in with those guys. Like this video if you guys want to see more videos coming soon of all that good stuff, and talk to you guys later. Keep you guys updated. All right, y'all have a good Memorial Day weekend, and talk to you guys later. Kuma 1921's out. Peace.